You told Terrence Crawford to move up to fight Canelo. You would tell Beterbiev and Jaya Pataya and anybody else to move up to fight Usyk. But when it comes to Claressa Shields, she needs to move down to accommodate the people that are calling her out. You a fucking donkey. And then this man, Douglas Fisher, and you know Douglas Fisher, let's click on his name. This is what Douglas Fisher looks like, right? He writes for The Ring, and he's an editor-in-chief in boxing. Shout out to him. And he has a picture with Mizuta, right? Coincidentally, because that just shows you how much of a ring ambassador he is, right? He writes for The Ring. So he responded to Claressa Shields, and he said, drop back down to 168 and beat Shadasia Green.
What?
I have a major problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. Now, I want to see her fight Shadasia Green. That's cool. But I want to be very clear, right? That's a huge problem because this guy is supposed to be a boxing aficionado, a boxing historian, a boxing expert, right? And you're telling her to move back down? Would you tell Alexander Usyk to move down if Beterbiev wanted to fight him? You wouldn't dare say that, right? Would you tell Terrence Bud Crawford, did you tell Canelo to move down to fight Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford wanted to fight him? You wouldn't dare say that, right? If Brian Norman wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, would you tell Terrence Crawford to move back down to 147? You wouldn't dare say that, right? If Bam Rodriguez wanted to fight Naoya Inoue, you wouldn't dare say Naoya Inoue move down to Bam Rodriguez, right? No, you would tell everybody, all the aforementioned fighters, to move up to fight them. You would tell Bam to move up to fight Inoue. You would tell Brian Norman to move up to fight Terrence Crawford. You told Terrence Crawford to move up to fight Canelo. You would tell Beterbiev and Jaya Pataya and anybody else to move up to fight Usyk. But when it comes to Claressa Shields, she needs to move down to accommodate the people that are calling her out. You a fucking donkey. You're a donkey and you're disrespectful, bro. You're a donkey and you're disrespectful. I want to be very clear. If Claressa Shields doesn't have a belt, being a 2-time gold medalist, being a 4-time undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes, if she doesn't have a belt, it's not that she has to do something. It's that you need to do something. That means you're dropping the ball. That means you're not acknowledging her greatness. If there's a belt on this planet in respects to boxing that Claressa Shields doesn't have, it's not because she's not doing something. It's not because she's lacking something. It's because you are biased. Probably some other things that are inhumane, disrespectful piece of trash. There's nothing that she has to do to get any belt in boxing, including the ring, because she's already done it multiple times.